Alright, you guys, welcome back to the channel. Here for some more Dragon Ball XENOVERSE 3. We just got an HD version of John 1000 undergoing Super Saiyan from the V-Jump scan. Big thanks to DBS Hype over on Twitter for providing this. Y'all already know he's the GOAT. We can actually decipher additional details thanks to this higher quality image. So let's go ahead and zoom up. There he is, man, in all his glory. The graphics, the cel-shaded look, how it's a bit more of this anime style, I'm liking it. It's very different from the prequel XENOVERSE 2 with the metallic shiny look that nobody liked. This is going to be top tier stuff. So the first thing I noticed, thanks to the higher quality, is going to be his hair. Now, not the spiked up feature, that was pretty dang clear, even in the lower quality V-Jump scan. Let me explain. So we know that this animation is coming from Goku, his first time transformation on planet Namek, but the actual detail within the hair, that's also going to be the same thing. Going back to the older days of DBZ, where there wasn't a ton of detail with the lines, they did this in Sparking Zero extremely well. There's an early, mid, and late Goku. For Goku mid, he can transform into Super Saiyan, and it's more of that fluffy, less detailed style. That's exactly what John 1000 has as well. So not only the animation, but the effects or features of the earlier version of Super Saiyan. Isn't that top tier stuff? I'm telling you, the details are seconds to none. Now, in yesterday's video, I did speculate that maybe the physique will change slightly, because if you look at the character from the render shots or even the announcement trailer, you know how they showed the in-game cutscene, he doesn't look like a muscly character with the muscle mass, you know? But with this transformation here, it kind of seems like his muscles grew a little bit, but that could just be me. That's not confirmed. I think it would be nice with each transformation, the physique will slightly change, because going back to Super Saiyan God, you know how Goku leans down a little bit, and Vegeta with his Super Saiyan Blue evolution technique, or not technique, transformation, he gets extremely bulky. Transformations like grade 2, grade 3, that alters the appearance greatly, besides just the hair. I don't think it's going to be going down that route with the altered physique. Don't get me wrong, that would be nice. You can see the glow outline around the model, the particle effects in the backgrounds, but man, this just leads me to believe, are we going to be getting another Super Saiyan variant from Goku? Maybe the hairstyle with more of that detailed line to it. It's bizarre, man. We could only speculate. Funny enough, yesterday I did mention that future Super Saiyan, Super Vegeta, those ones could be coming back since they're already in XENOVERSE 2. And they could have their updated dynamic animations for their respective transformations. You know what I mean? Now, they did do well already in XENOVERSE 2, because Vegeta, he sticks up his right arm, powers up. That's how it went down in the anime. Future Super Saiyan, he spreads out his arm, something similar to Future Gohan and Future Trunks. So I think it would be cool to get more transformations that are the same. Hear me out. The Super Saiyan Gohan line. Just because you guys know the iconic scene where the red line goes behind his head, I feel like that's too iconic to not implement into XENOVERSE 3. In base XENOVERSE 2, Gohan did not have that Awoken skill until many years later. They implemented that skill as the Festival Ultimates, where he transforms and does his ultimate at the same time, just because it's extremely iconic. So we have to see that over here in XENOVERSE 3 for the CACs, and I truly believe if you want your very own specific transformation animation, then you would have to just train under the mentor. So if you want the Gohan animations, then train under Gohan. If you want the Vegeta, then train under Vegeta, so on and so forth, right? But let me know down below in the comments what you guys think about the actual higher quality image here. So another thing I noticed, the ground beneath them, the terrain surface, it's dismantled. That's thanks to the power-up. Ooh, now, we don't know if the battle damage to the actual arena will stay, just because the engine to it You know, I think it's like Dimps using their own specific engine. But if Xenoverse 3 were to be under an Unreal Engine 5, I can't speak, something similar to Sparking Zero, you guys know when you do a Kamehameha towards the ground, it shatters and then it stays. Now, when you destroy a mountain in the game, it crumbles and then the big rocks, they disappear. But like the surface damage, all that is good stuff. Well, we have that here in Xenoverse 3 because going back to Xenoverse 2, when you throw a key blast at the surface, it makes a small crater, but then it replenishes itself. It generates. I don't know how that happens, but it does, right? So I think it would be nice if the battle damage from the key blast, transformations, or just getting knocked down from an opponent, if all that stays, then we can do a before the match starts versus after the match starts, and it's just going to be extremely chaotic. But yeah, again, that's just something I'm noticing from this screenshot. But man, the color's extremely vibrant. We can actually read the Caps Corporation on the chest, the Great Salmon logo on his left shoulder, and it's looking very promising. Zooming up a little bit. Yeah, it's not going to be max capacity at its best quality over here, but it's the best we've seen so far. Now, we do have another screenshot, something I've been over. Massive thanks to Mario Tirera for providing this one. Let's go ahead and open it in a separate tab real quick. Boom. Pretty cool, if you ask me. I like the shading or the shaders over the character. Look at the sword. I said this, that it kind of has like this comic book feel to it, like this texture vibe. I don't know how to explain it. Something similar to Shinobi Striker, but more of a polished up version of the graphics over there. Same stage in the background, the glacier map. It seems like this is going to be a training ground. You can see the invincible wall, how there's a whole bunch of those diamonds, the pattern in the background. Let's actually read what the community is saying. See if we're hyped for this or not. Okay, there's Venexus, the other Dragon Ball news source that I go to. Hate the hair color, unfortunately. The hair color? Maybe it's like too much of a dense color for them. I mean, I think it looks fine. It's Super Saiyan. The shadow effects to it, cool. Maybe they provided this GIF here, so I think they like more of the pale, you know, not as dark yellow look, which, don't get me wrong, this aesthetic is top tier. When they both walked out of the Room of Spirit and Time, you know, trying to master Super Saiyan Grade 4. Yeah, very cool look, and this is how it was in the older or the earlier days of Dragon Ball. That's pretty good, but the real question, what battle stance you gonna use? I might use Yamcha or Piccolo. Yeah, true fighter right there. Everyone glazing, but the color looks... What? People don't like the color? Again, this is a screenshot, a high quality version coming from VJump Scan. So maybe the person who did the better quality upped the saturation, the secondary colors. We don't know, right? But obviously this isn't original raw footage from the game itself. We do have to keep in mind that it's a screenshot from VJump Scan. Bro, people don't like John 1000. I mean, to each their own, that's totally fine. One thing I really hope is we can get a sort of color grader that allows us to adjust the shades of yellow. I much prefer the almost whitey yellow of Full Power Super Saiyan. Oh, that's way too yellow. Hopefully they change the color a bit. Looks really good. I still can't believe the game is real after all this time. Can't wait to see more. If we get different stances for when they transform, that would be so fire. Wow, even the rocks are asking for a power up when Super Saiyan John lands. That's what I'm saying, man. We have a bit more details. Something feels off about his shadow. Finally, hair stands up at Super Saiyan. So let me see the shadow part. I think he's talking about the bottom right corner. I mean, it's just the rubble, right? So it's not going to be a normal looking shadow, I guess. It's going to be kind of jagged. Screenshot from VJump. So not going to be the true quality. We always have to wait for official gameplay, the official trailers, whatever it may be, but 100% source from Bandai, right? That's going to be the best case scenario. Then we can start judging the game for reals afterwards, in my personal opinion at least. So going over to Gekishin Squadra, we're just going to be covering this because It's a collaboration with Xenoverse 2. It's going to be dropping tomorrow, the 23rd of June. Big thanks to Steve ODG for including the clips that we have here. So this is going to be the Super Saiyan God Supervillain Vegeta legendary intro. Oh, they absolutely cooked with that. Dude, he's up in space as well. Ooh, oh, and then he does this crash landing. Nice. Are you kidding me? Let's turn up the volume. I can barely hear. Look, he's so ominous. That sinister aura, man. The USV power up the crystal. It does change a person. The next one is going to be Time Patrol Trunks with the legendary intro as well. Ooh. Did you see the rain and then the sunshine afterwards? Oh, dude, we're over here. Time Nest. We're at the Time's Nest. And he literally time travels to the Gekishin Squadra timeline. Yeah. How is Xenoverse 3 going to be like? Please, can we get that Future Saga Chapter 2 DLC anytime soon? Dude, Gekishin Squadra, they have the best models, best animations, best designs, art style. Look at this. I really want the team who's developing Gekishin Squadra to work on a Dragon Ball Battle Royale game. I think that would do wonders, man. Once more. Boom. Oh, look at the effects when he lands in. You can see the gears from the Time Nests, right? Cool collaboration so far. Now for the other clips, Xenoverse Super Saiyan Trunks outfits. Okay, yeah, it's just him undergoing Super Saiyan. Original Time Patrol uniform he's wearing. Got this whole 360 panel going on. Bro is showing off. Cool coat though, right? Now we got Vegeta. Ooh, I like the electricity. The aura. Hey man, this originated from Xenoverse 2. How come it looks better in Gekishin Squadra? And you can see how the crystal is just consuming him. The dark area going over his torso. That's that one. We have two more, I believe. Okay, so just going to be the Infinity Skin. I think that's what that's called. Has like this lava feature to it. It's fire pattern over the actual suit itself. Red, orange, gold. It does suit his hairstyle, not gonna lie. And another one for Trunks over here. Oh, okay. Isn't that the intro of Xenoverse 2? You guys know where you pick one of your 8 characters? There's like this blue background. Kind of looks like that, right? Hey man, Trunks is battle ready going into the arena. And this is it for today's video, man. Just wanted to go over the John 1000 screenshot. Kind of nice if you ask me. Thank you guys for the immense support, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!